here at the James Beard House, and I'm with Justin Burdett. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your restaurant in Highlands, North Carolina.
So Ruka's Table is a southern restaurant focusing on seasonal, local, do a lot of foraging, whole animal, fermentation, just, I don't know. I mean,
all that good stuff.
Yeah, I equate it to just a southern restaurant, I guess.
You were previously in Atlanta. You know, how is Ruka's Table different from a lot of the restaurants that are sort of also going down that path but are in larger cities?
I think we just have different takes on it. Larger cities have more farmers markets, more, I guess more at their disposal. We have a smaller, confined source, but it's really good because the soil's great there. The air quality is great. We have mountains and streams, so we can do a lot of foraging, fishing, things that you can't do in a city.
Do you find that because of that, it narrows what you're cooking, or it defines what you're cooking a little better?
I think it defines it. Like I said, we got into more fermentation, mainly because when when ramps come, and I mean, we just buy
all of them,
hundreds of pounds. But yeah, once we get them, we just any way we can preserve them to have them longer than a month. And
so tell me a little bit about the types of dishes that people will find, because I mean, people, you know, you're known for sort of whole animal on some of these items, but what does the typical dish look like at Ruka's Table?
You know, I mean, we keep a lot of approachable food on. We have a lot of people that travel from Atlanta and Charleston and Savannah, and that's kind of our clientele. So we have a steak and potato dish, you know, because we know we have to, and we just try to make it as good as we possibly can. Try to keep varieties of seafood. Trout, you know, trout's huge up there. Chicken, but then, you know, we do a lot of like rabbit dishes and venison, and that's more for the people that really want to come and kind of, in my opinion, like taste the mountains, you know. Do
you find that there's a lot that you're gaining from sort of North Carolina dishes, North Carolina produce? I mean, how do you find the North Carolina piece of it?
Again, I think what separates it mainly from, you know, cooking in Atlanta, everyone in Atlanta does southern food, but in North Carolina, especially the western part of North Carolina, Asheville, where we are, it's mountainous, so it's Appalachian cooking. It's, you know, my father-in-law cooks totally different than my parents do. You know, my parents cook like Georgia. I'm, you know, being from Georgia, like flatland southern food.
Right.
He goes a little more Appalachian style, where, you know, hog brains and eggs. That dish is like iconic to that area, and I do it a lot. That is kind of how I see the separation in southern and North Carolina. The influence of the mountains, mushrooms, foraging. I mean, it's a huge thing up there out of necessity. More game meat, things like that. So I think that's where the divide is. It's very seasonal there. You know, it's one of the only places I've lived that is very defined, you know, there are 4 seasons. Food is very different in those 4 seasons. A lot of places don't have that luxury.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us here at the James Beard House.
Absolutely.
Thank you.